Right, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to another Direct Strike Weekly Brawl. Let's see, we gotta do some new modifiers here, so let's see, let's put our Dehaka down, because it looks like we have a Dehaka as one of our modifiers. Oh, we have STIM? Okay, well, we're playing some ABATHUR today for our tier listing. We're joined here by Arch and Cannon Fodder. We will have a look here. So we haven't had the combat drugs, like the STIM upgrade, for like a long time. I mean, modifier for a long time. So I'm very happy that it's here. But one thing that it means for us is we're gonna have a lot of Rainer, as you can see here, a lot of Rainer action here. So I think what I'm gonna do here is, let's see, we also have Bountiful, so we'll want to be auto gassing. Ooh, this is gonna be a really nice brawl just to like fight it out, because you're just gonna have so much money. Alright, well, the Roaches should counter the Rainer units decently until, of course, we see Marauders, which will probably be soon. So yeah, this is just a nice standard, basically like normal commander game, but with like a lot more damage output. So it looks like we got, are both of these guys playing Rainer? Oh no, we got Manx, and we got, okay, Manx versus Manx mid. Oh, that's just a tank battle. That's just gonna be a STIM tank battle. STIM tank battle. Here we go. So let's get that here. I'm gonna get Hydrotic Bile. I'm gonna get Tunneling Claws. I'm probably just gonna be incorporating a lot more Roaches into my lineup, anyways. So that's what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be Roach Ravager, and we're gonna make it happen here. So here we go. I'm gonna drop a Scream here. So he's gonna out damage me, for sure. My Roaches are pretty thick, but they won't be able to. Oh, he's eating Marines. I got a micro him so he doesn't eat Marines. So I'm going to be losing this battle here for a little bit, until I get my Ravagers up and running. Ravagers should be able to deal with this pretty nicely. I don't think Swarm Hosts would do well, though, because the Swarm Hosts are mostly meat shielding. Just remember to eat his tanks. Yep. Okay, let's get some Ravagers down here. I'll put them right behind Dehaka here. Okay, and I can get another Ravager. I love Bountiful because it just makes it so that like you have so much more money to work with. There it is. Let's see. Make sure I micro his bite. I'll micro his first bite. You gotta micro the first bite. Let's see. Let's get that. And then let's get that. Let's micro that first bite here. I want to eat a Marauder because those things are killing my. Oh, actually, maybe I can eat a Medic instead. Maybe I'll do that. I'll eat a Medic. I don't know. I'll eat that. Oh, we got some Medics of our own here. Oh man, my Ravagers are dropping their Bile Blasts in the wrong place, but it's okay. Bile Blasts are basically like baby Siege Tank Blasts. Please tell me that's gonna hit. Oh, there we go. Alright. I just need more Ravagers. This is just gonna be an all-out battle. Just boys. Just boys everywhere. So that's a great change of pace. I like that. From the brawls last week. You know what? I read on the Direct Strike Discord that there was going to be foundries, like the tech foundries, or like the gem. What is it, like the? Because I thought gear mode was coming, and I was like, oh my god, did gear mode get ported over? That'd be super cool. But I guess gear mode is premium though, right? Oh yeah, that's true. It is premium, so I guess that's not happening. Need that Archon here. There we go. There we go. We can drop a Scream here, probably. Oh, maybe. Yeah, but like, I would have really loved to see gear mode. Although, I can probably predict that what's going to happen is just going to have Manx with yellow tanks and Nova with yellow tanks. And then, like, Lamau, that's it. That's the end of the story. You just get yellow tanked into the ground. Let's see. Ravager, Bile Blast are gonna cut it. I just need more Ravagers. There we go. Oh, and you just got under gas. Yeah, so you just want to be auto-gassing this week. There's no point not doing it. I think I need some more Roaches at the front, though. And there we go. But yeah. Anyways, as I was saying about gear mode, it's like, I think, the yellow gear, or I mean the yellow crystal, that gives you attack, it gives you attack speed and attack range. I think that combination is, like, pretty insane. Because then, like, the red one, which is like Char Agate, that makes you have increased attack speed by a lot. There's no incentive to get that if the other one also gives you attack speed, but then like it gives you range, right? Like you'd rather have the range and attack speed on most things, because if you want attack speed on something, you probably also want range on it, because that's probably a siege unit. Oh, Ravager Blast! I need some more front line. Let's see. What do I need to incorporate in here? Maybe I could incorporate some swarm hosts. But yeah, it's like, but then I was thinking like, so if you could you balance it by, instead of giving it attack speed, attack range, replacing the attack range, no, the attack speed with attack damage. Like, they just get a flat rate attack damage increase. But then I realized that's pretty broken if you're playing Marines. Or even like Hydralisks. So I guess it's probably for the better that that doesn't happen. It just means that like the red one is sort of useless. That's just what it feels like. But yeah. Oh yeah, but enough about that. We are gonna talk about our 1.9K live stream special. We are so close to 2,000, so I'll be expecting. I'm probably expecting that by next week we'll have 2,000 subs. Probably. I'm gonna eat that Archon here. Get it out of here. But yeah, we're probably at 2,000 subs next week, so we're definitely gonna have a celebration stream for that. I'm gonna eat that medic here. Oh, medics aren't psionic. That's interesting. Let's see. Eat another one of these. Okay, come on. Oh, come on, Swarm Host. Oh, the Swarm Host additions are helping. The one thing is the Swarm Hosts are helping us stack here pretty nicely. So there is that. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna add some more Swarm Hosts into our mix here. I think ABATHUR ground, you need to have a bit of both, like Swarm Hosts and Ravagers and all that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna have our live stream special this weekend, Saturday. So basically tomorrow. Same idea as last time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 10 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. Let's get some queens here. By some queens, I mean a singular queen. Do I want to Biomass the Ravager? I think I do want to Biomass the Ravager. Because the Swarm Hosts are not really here for DPS. They're here for moral support. They're here for emotional support. They're here to help out the team. I need a Fire Bat here. There we go. Oh man, the tanks. But I assume Reiner's going to start transitioning into some form of air. I think Ravagers can still do it. Oh, but he can eat my Ravager, huh? Oh, that's true. I probably shouldn't have Biomassed Ravager. Or maybe I should move him somewhere else if I do Biomass him. Yeah, I'm going to move him a little bit back. So yeah, our live stream special will be happening 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is unfortunately the only time I will be available now for the weekend. Or for the foreseeable future. So there's that. And yeah, I will see all of you who can make it there. Play a few games on this brawl. So that'll be fun. This brawl's just like a nice fun brawl. Just aggro, attack everyone. Really just run it down. Any real strategies? Probably don't play Swan. No, but it's just like all the commanders who rely on like being a little extra tankier are just gonna suffer. Because yeah, it's just tougher to be tanky when everything attacks faster. You probably want to have someone who's got a lot of bio and stuff, so we'll go on to the tier list after that. Reiner's tanks are coming in. Ravagers. Okay. Kind of late for this tank. You know what I need? I need a big boy. I'm gonna need some Brutalists. Holy, Arch has triple tanks already? Yeah, it's gonna be a Manx battle, by the way. It's 100% gonna be Manx. It's like it's just stim tanks everywhere. So I'm gonna put down some more bees. Swarm Hosts here. Put down our queen here. Just get a little bit more healing, because Avatar's queens don't really heal too much at the end of the day. Like, they heal some, but like not a lot. Now I'm gonna go tech up here. Let's get it going. Like, Avatar's queens heals, like, they heal really fast. Like, the rate of healing is pretty fast. Like, but it's just taking a long time. Let's see. Can I eat one of these things? Yeah, I'll eat that. There we go. Get a laser breath here. If I get a Brutalisk, then we're gonna have so much front line here to just walk through. Oh, my Ravagers got roasted. Woo, come on, Ravager. Okay. At least we got Swarm Hosts. They're coming in. They're just sort of chilling here. I mean, Swarm Hosts are just a decent addition. They're never... I don't know. If you want to go for Punching Bag with the cooldown reduction, that's great. But, like, in a situation like this, the Swarm Host just acts as the only units that survive the fight. And they're quite literally the cannon fodder. That come in here. I'm going to get the increased... I mean, the ability to attack air units, because I feel like that would be important. Put down our queen here. Probably get some more Ravagers, I'll be honest. I don't know, the Ravagers are definitely very good this week. if you want to contest ground as ABATHUR, you definitely got to go for them. I think you could probably try some Stim Guardians, but I'm against the Rainer, and Rainer Air beats the crap out of me, so I'm not gonna even bother with that. I'm gonna eat one of those things. There we go. There we go. We got swarm hosts, we got roaches, we got everything. Dehaka. Come on, Ravagers. Come on. Ah. Oh, but they can't see. They lack the vision. Okay, I'm gonna go for another one of these. I'm gonna greed gas. There's no point not greed gassing this week. Oh, how many swarm hosts do I have alive? Oh, that's a pretty high amount. There we go. There, come on, summon them. Toasted all of his boys. Oh, the Tempest. Oh yeah, by the way, they changed some stuff. They had a little baby patch, and so I think like Tempest got nerfed actually. They got made more expensive, which I think is okay. I don't know. Tempests are pretty strong. Oh, and then like what is it? The Artanis Archons got a little cheaper. There's like a little nice little bounce patch here. It looks like Tychus is getting memed on pretty hard. Well, not memed on. I would say like his late game is going to be a lot tougher now, but his early game seems pretty good. Like they reduced a lot of upgrade costs for a lot of his early game units. And I have men that I have not been using it. Oops. Don't worry about that. But yeah, like they reduced a lot of his upgrades, or like they rebound. Like the costs were rebalanced. I think I should say the costs were rebalanced for some of the things. But overall, Tychus' early game is still looking pretty strong. Right, where are the Brutalisk? I need to buy at least 2 because there's a Dehaka that's gonna eat a bunch of them. But yeah. Oh, can I afford one this wave? At the rate that I'm generating money? Oh yeah, probably. Let's put it down. Let's get down a nice Brutalisk here. Brutalisk is really here just for the punching bag experience. So let's just biomass the second Ravager here. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, I think Tychus' early game is just a lot stronger now. I cannot select my Dehaka. I'm gonna eat that tank. Oh man, the Brutalist just soaked so many hits there. It's the important units that I need to survive are the Ravagers at the end of the day. The Ravagers do so much damage here. I'm gonna drop a Mend here. Because if I can Ravage like the other wave as well with the Ravagers, that'll be ideal. Maybe I could drop the second Brutalisk. Maybe I should put him like slightly off to the side.
What's up?
So that they don't all stack up here. But yeah. I think a lot of my units are just getting clobbered by Splash. But you know, that's the ABATHUR struggle. You just get clobbered by Splash. There's so many tanks here. Holy. But yeah. They removed Tychus' tier 4 and tier 5 armor upgrades though, which is why I think Tychus will have to be a little bit statted towards the late early-ish game. His late game I think will be a little weaker. But they did buff Sirius's explosion price. It's now cheaper by like 100 minerals, so I'm pretty excited for that. It's pretty pog, I'll be honest. Sirius explosions. Okay, Brutalist just took all those hits, but okay, well that's not too bad. I guess he took all the hits for Dehaka. Okay, let's drop a fat Mend there. Can I get through to his tanks? Oh, he's got flying tanks! It's flying, baby. It's flying. I think the thing with Bountiful as well, it makes Dehaka less punishing for players who build big units. So like if you're playing Alarak and you try to build a mothership and Dehaka just eats it, you're like, oh, it feels bad. But with Bountiful, it's less punishing because, yeah, Dehaka can eat it, but you can also get them faster, so it doesn't feel as bad. No, I think I need to get some more Swarm Hosts. I haven't bought a Swarm Host in a while now, and I think Swarm Hosts are actually integral to us pushing forward here. I got 2 Brutalists here. Oh, there's a nice Shock Division. Come on, Dehaka, you want to get a little closer? Thank you. There we go. It's like a second life for the tanks. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna upgrade my armor stats. Oh my god. Let's drop a fat Mend here. Oh, Manx is just gonna clobber most of my units though. Not before I take out a lot of his though. Woo. There we go. I think Arch is saying like the flying tank upgrade is like a second life. I think it's more of like you can keep the tanks safe and they actually deal. They only shoot air units while they're up there. but they deal significant amounts to clumping air units. So if you got a lot of small enemy armored air units, or even these phoenixes, oh, that's a field day for those tanks. Let's see. I'm putting our Ravager down here. I'm out of space for queens, but I could always get some more Brutalisk. Woo! Brutalisk for 650 is really the best price for them to be at, I think. Anything more, they're like really not worth it. They're really just really big Ultralisk, if you really think about it. That's really all Brutalisk are. Really big Ultralisk. Ah, Dehaka, can you get close to that? Thank you. Combat Drugs also makes it so your units regenerate health over time. So that's also another aspect. There is a Hyperion, though. I might have to get some Leviathans to deal with that. I'm gonna drop a Fat Men here. Yeah, I'm gonna need... levies. I'm gonna need Leviathans, because Leviathans do bonus damage to massive. I don't know. I guess Arcturus here can take care of it for me, but it's just pushing into that is gonna be massively troublesome. I think with the few Leviathans, I can also make sure it helps out. I don't know. Leviathans are just a good sort of meme unit. And it's bountiful, so why not just get some Leviathans, right? We gotta summon all of ABATHUR's big boys. Is there a shock division still alive? No? Okay, well, all the tanks here... My swarm hosts have actually stacked up real nice here. So that's great. There we go. There we go. That's how we do it here. Can I eat that entire thing? I can eat the tank and the medevac? Oh no, I just ate the medevac and the tank's on the ground. Okay, I thought I was getting a 2-for-1 there. That would be so good if I got a 2-for-1. Oh my god, can you imagine? 2-for-1? Eat the tank and you get the medevac for free? I mean, eat the medevac, get the tank for free. But we got like an insane siege line being drawn up here. I can tell you one thing, this brawl is just going to be a lot of fun. It's just a lot of simple, you know, I send lots of guys down, and then you send lots of guys down. You gotta survive the early game, though, because I think Rainer can pull some shenanigans. Although Dehaka makes it a little harder to do that, because he eats whatever shenanigans you're trying to pull. So it's like a little harder. So it's a little controlled for the early game, so that you don't like scale off the charts, or like push in off the charts. Let me eat that shock division here. Thank you very much. Cannot be allowing shock divisions to be alive right now. Shock divisions are not allowed to be alive. Okay, my Leviathan here does bonus damage to massive, but it is massive itself though, so I'm a little worried for it. That's a lot of shock divisions though, so in order to get through that, well, do I need more Leviathans? Nah. I'll have one Leviathan. Get some more shock divisions here. Oh, we got some more biomass. Do I biomass the Ravager, or do I biomass the Swarm Host? I'm gonna biomass the Swarm Host this time. Let's put that down over here. Maybe I can put a queen in the center here. I can put multiple queens in the center here. Let's do that. But yeah, I think the beauty of Bountiful is that, like, you can build all the big boys. You can build all the big boys, and it won't feel bad. It won't feel like it's expensive and it takes forever. Eat that shock division, thank you very much. There are a lot of shock divisions, though. I'm a little worried now. I am actually a little worried here. Holy. My swarm hosts don't spawn units in time. Oh, jeez. Okay, how do I beat that? Vipers, of course. What am I doing? How do I beat that? What am I doing, boys? Let's get some Vipers up in here. I want the attack range. I could probably get some hops if I micro his hop. Yeah, I'll micro his hop there. Famous last words, I'll micro his hop. Let's get some virulent microbes here. I'm gonna get some Vipers. Vipers will really mess things up here. They also happen to be very good against these units over here, so that is great. Oh, we got a little bit of lag here. There we go. Oh, Dehaka. Oh, Dehaka, don't eat random things. I need you to eat specific units. Actually, I don't know what would be specific. You can eat the tank, I guess. Oh, that's not Dehaka. Can you just jump on here? He's not allowed to jump here? Okay. I think his jump, like, it does a lot of damage when he lands, right? 75. Okay. Oh, I could have eaten something to recover health. Ooh. Okay, the Hyperion's definitely a problem for me, though. I'm not killing it fast enough, and it's staying alive until the next wave, and it's really affecting Arch's wave. Oh, okay. It's really affecting Arch's wave's performance. Oh my god, look at all those black hammers. Yeah, that's a huge missile battery. I mean, I also have some Swarm Hosts surviving, so that's great. Drop a fatty mend here. Put down another Leviathan. There we go. Let's get some more Leviathans up in here. We're gonna build all the big boys. And I think with Leviathans, I just want them to be a little thicker. They actually attack pretty fast. Wait, what the heck? Oh, that's pretty insane. Okay, so I probably need more Vipers. I don't have enough of them. One can never have enough Vipers, you know. Vipers are the go-to unit for battlefield manipulation. I'm gonna get the Dehaka to jump back a bit here. Uh-oh. There's an August Grad there. Alright. Let's see. We could probably just use more Vipers, but Arcturus here has so many Black Hammers, and the Black Hammers, like, their attack speed is stimmed when they shoot rockets, right? When they shoot their rocket barrage, it's actually, that gets stimmed as well, so Black Hammer DPS is even higher. It's like, it can go even higher. Let's see, Ravagers here. Okay, Brutalisk doing okay. And then let's do that. Just gonna get my upgrades here. I need my Leviathans to do more damage. Let's see, I'll eat that tank, I guess. Oh, there's a lot of Banshees here. Let's just jump on that tank here. Do I do AoE attacks, or are we just clearing through the stuff that fast? I can't tell. Let's drop a fatty mend here. Oh, I'm getting Rocket Boyed into the ground. That's what's happening to my Leviathans. The Rocket Boys are killing them. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Well, I could always buy more Leviathans, so there's also that. I get some Queens here. I could get Dehaka to reduce... No, I'm gonna get Bigger Leap. So this here. Increase the 25 plus 75% of weapon damage. And then... probably want more Ravagers, I'll be honest. I do not have enough Ravagers. Okay, I'm gonna get probably like enough Brutalists to fill up the front lines. So let's do that as well. So yeah, let's just. I'm gonna focus on some more Brutalists here. Brutalisk and yeah, I'll probably hold it off on the Ravagers. There's so many things I want to buy. That's the problem when you have too much money, guys. You just want to spend it all, and then you're like, where'd my money go? Who did this? It was not me. Oh man. I'm gonna drop another fatty mend here. Ravagers are tearing their way through. Like, this one Biomass Ravager here is like, get that tank out of here. We're going. We got some Carbot Marines over here. Oh, it's getting close. Artanis with the Psystorm and the shields. Lots of Phoenixes. Unfortunately, Phoenixes are vulnerable to splash and high armor. That's a little unfortunate here. And, can I get another Ravager? No, get another Viper. Viper time? Viper time? Viper time. There we go. So I got 5 Vipers. I'll probably put some more in the back. And I'll probably put down like 2 more in the front. Woo! Well, it's just a nice week of pretty aggressive, long battles. Everything has hyper attack speed. What's not to love? What's not to love? If you manage to survive as Swan to this point in the game, you'll be pretty good as well. It's just that Swan has a harder time surviving now than before because, you know, he needs to stack up and stuff. I'm gonna hop Dehaka back a little bit here. Oh man, T4 is coming in soon, and I still have so much money in the bank. That just feels so good. Oh, can I breathe fire? Can we breathe fire on those things? Thank you very much. Can we eat one of those as well? Thank you very much. Oh man, Dehaka broke. He took a breath, and then he ate a tank, and then he died. Holy, what a champ. Okay, well I have enough. I have like, how many Brutalists do I have? 1, 2, 3, 5 Brutalisk. Nice.
What's up?
Nice. Let's put down our Ravager here. I'll probably want to fill up this backside here with more Swarm Hosts. Oh, I can biomass something. Let's biomass another Swarm Host. Biomass Swarm Host units are quite strong, so no point not getting them. Enemy Nexus. Oh, that's it. That's it. Woo! There we go. Now that was great. I don't know. I haven't like, I don't know. I like the super intricate and interesting brawls with all the super cool synergies and stuff. But sometimes it's just nice to have a brawl where everything is amplified. You know, you got amplified damage output. You got amplified. Well, I mean, I guess Dehaka is amplified because you get amplified money. Let's get the overview here. Whew. I'm actually lagging behind on damage output, and this is like I think this is a pretty high DPS like ABATHUR build already. Killed a lot of small units though, because I guess I am against Rainer. But I took a lot of damage still. Man, those Brutalisk here and those Leviathans pulling through. How many kills did they end up having? Okay, Leviathan's not bad. Actually, no, it's not that great either. Dehaka, how many kills? 182. Let's see, these Biomass Ravagers here, 35, 69. Nice. Yeah, Ravager's not doing too bad. Units here. Alright. But yeah, I mean, if you have tanks, your performance is gonna be definitely padded here. Oh my god, that's a lot of battle cruisers. Now that's a Rainer army, boys. Alright, well, let's go on to the tier list. Alright, and we are back. Let's get right into it. So, game plan. We're going to talk about the auras, overall strategy, and commander rankings. And let's go. So, be sure to like and sub for more Direct Strike content if you made it this far and you're not yet subbed. Let's get right to it. So, Brawl Modifiers, as we just saw, we have Homebrew, so we got Stim Pack and Health Regen on all units. That's what it does. So, everything just attacks super fast, perma-stimmed, excellent. And then next we have Lizzy Brigade, so you start with the free Dehaka hero, and we have Bountiful, so it's double income from refineries. So overall, it's just a brawl where you have a lot of money to work with, just a lot of fun. So I think the strategy is there's threefold. So one, you can do something super aggressive early game and just try to like run it down in the game by 10 minutes. Or two, you can survive the early game and then you stack lots of siege units and you end the game like that. Or three, you do both. By do both, I mean like you can be hyper aggressive in the early game, and if your opponents are also hyper aggressive in the early game, then the early game aggression balances out, and then you can transition. So that's how you end up doing both. Although some commanders might just do number two a little bit better than others. So yeah, let's have a look at here. So I think this week in the S tier is going to be Manx, hands down, because Manx can deal with the Dehaka. Manx has more minerals, so you can spam more boys. You can build all your big boys, your Royal Guards, your tanks. Shock divisions with Stim are nasty, and having twice as many of them as usual is also excellent. Yeah, Manx overall is going to be really good this week. And then next, I think Rainer's going to be pretty good as well in terms of just sheer aggression potential in the early game with Rainer Bio. You can probably also swap to Banshees. Like Banshees Vikings with the Stim is insane. Vikings' only weakness is that they attack super slow. With the Stim, I think they'll increase, like, instead of attacking 1.4 once every 1.4 seconds, they'll attack like once every 1 second. So it's like basically like a 40% DPS increase. Maybe. I didn't do the calculations on that. I'm just looking at the numbers. But yeah, so I think Rainer's going to be pretty strong as well. Is it going to be as strong as Manx? Probably not. But yeah. Next we have Stukov. I think Stukov is also a prime contender, mostly because Stukov can execute strategy 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. You can go hyper aggressive aggro boys, and then you can transition into tanks, and then you can seal it off with a bunch of APOCs because you're going to have so much money. Like, you're just going to have APOCs, like, dropping out of your pockets. So, be on the lookout for that. And then next in the A tier, I actually have Kerrigan. Because I think Kerrigan, well, first of all, her Ultralisk are really good. You stim them up, they almost never die against, like, anything that is, like, small particulate units. And they're also decent against tanks, because they just charge in there and knock them up and, like, just get up in their face, and tanks can't hit them as nicely. And Kerrigan also has her Machine Gun Hydralisks to access this week. Because Hydrals normally have Stim. You put the Stim on top of the Stim, they literally hit like 5 times every second. So it's absolutely nuts. Next in the A tier, we have ABATHUR. ABATHUR, as you can see there, I think is pretty strong. He wins in a different way, though, in the sense that his early game's not as strong, I think. If you can probably still run him down. But it's like, you got to go for that Crusher ABATHUR ground with like the Roach and the Ravager and the Queens, and you got to slap some Stormhosts in there. Just sprinkle them on there lightly, you know, like your salt in your dish. You don't want to over salt it. And then you can grab all your giant like big dudes, like all your Brutalisk and all your Leviathans. You could also go Air ABATHUR if you're against an opponent who doesn't do as well, or you can like spice up your build with some Guardians, because Guardians with Stim also makes them a lot better. So yeah, Stim and Biomass, imagine that. So yeah, and then Nova is also in the A tier because, well, Nova has the best range tanks. I think Nova might actually be a little bit higher up. I don't know, her early game's a little suspicious. Surviving it might be a little harder this week, but we'll see. I'll have to see when we play her. But yeah, Stim on your tanks, and they have like 18 range. You don't really need to say more to that. The only problem is maybe just staying alive in the front line. Although Stim Liberators might be what it is, actually, because Liberators do so much damage and they're so good against Dehaka, and everyone has a Dehaka, so you might want to go Stim Libs, actually. We'll see. Next, we have Dehaka himself. Well, Dehaka starts with Dehaka, so you have 2 Dehakas, so you're just going to have a great time altogether. Dehaka's best siege this week will probably either be Guardians or Impalers. I wouldn't actually recommend Creepers or Swarms, because the Creepers and Swarms, they are tied to a timer and not an attack speed. You can probably go like Ultralisk, Tyrannosaur, Hydralisk, some sort of like small-ish aggro Dehaka, and back them up with lots of Impalers. That might work, although I don't know, might be like a less effective version of like the Terran bio and stuff. But you'll have to see it played out for yourself. But I think Dehaka overall is going to be pretty strong, just pretty hard to deal with and get through. Now in the B tier, we have some commanders who I think could potentially be very good, but struggle in certain places. Like for example with Stetman, if everybody didn't have a free Dehaka, Stetman would be nuts this week. Because you just have a lot of money. Stetman loves money. Okay, everything he has costs like $5 million. So with more money, he can access them faster. So like you can get so many Ultralisks, you can get so many battle carrier lords, which are getting nerfed again. But yeah, you could get lots of Ultralisk, lots of Lings, and lots of Banes. Probably spice up a few Hydras, but I think that's probably what you're going to be looking at. You're probably going to be looking at a pretty powerful stack breaker wave, more so than anything else. Like, because everything else is sort of mediocre at best. Like the Lurkers are mediocre because they're so expensive and they're so squishy. So yeah. But yeah, Stetman's potential, I think, probably will cap out there, but you can do like a pretty good job just crushing your opponent's stack and just pushing forward, and your Stim units still do a lot of damage. Like the one weakness melee units have is that like they are limited by how much, well, surface area they have in contact with their opponents. But if they attack faster, then they can access more surface area because they're cutting through their opponent's lines. So yeah. And he's also great against tanks with his Ultras, so that's why. Alarak is going to be a little tough to play this week, mostly because your early game is going to be super suspicious. Like, you might lose before you get to your Wrathwalker Vanguard combo. You might never actually get to your Wrathwalkers because, like, you have people like Reyna running you down with, like, 20,000 Marines. And Alarak doesn't have enough chicken nuggets or DPS to survive that. Your Slayers are sort of outmatched. You probably just really have to hope your Vanguards, you get to Vanguards fast enough and you get enough like units to protect them fast enough. But yeah, I think Alarak is going to be a little bit of a little bit tough to get started. But once you get going, I think Alarak is also just going to be equally as good as everyone else here, if not better, because those Wrathwalkers, like, they dish out lots of damage. I know I joked about Swan. Did I joke about Swan in this video? I think I joked about Swan in this video. Early game, you're gonna struggle a lot. I think you have to get to that point where you can survive to get your tanks and your Thors together and your Ares bots, and you just gotta assemble them together, and then you can probably win it from there. I don't know if B tier is too high for Swan. I feel like if you know what you're doing, you could probably get him there. I'm not that great at knowing what I'm doing with Swan right now, so I probably won't be able to get him there, but probably don't build Goliaths this week. That's probably the best advice. I don't know. The Goliaths are just like worse Marines, especially because everything has Stim. Next is Zagara. More money equals faster tech up equals more abs equals more stack breaking potential. You just got to get to that point. Hunter killers are going to be super strong because now they also have Stim. So overall, if you're playing Zagara, you're going to have a fun time as well. You just got to get to that point, I think. And then Han and Horner, I think, has some potential with Assault Galleons and like Wraiths and maybe even Deimos Vikings. Your grenade cars and everything else could do well as it could do well. I don't know, because they run faster with the combat stim, so they could just run in there, and then when the Hellbats explode, they fear your opponent's units, and then like you just blow them up with your grenade cars. But I feel like that's a little bit more suspicious in terms of like a strategy of that's sustainable in the long run, because you'll be running up against tanks. Your advantage is that you can take to the skies, and you can probably buy a bunch of like, I don't know, Sovereign BCs or something with their baby Yamato cannons at stimmed attack speed. So that might be super spicy, so we're gonna have to try that. And then so in the C tier and the D tier, you'll notice there's a large amount of Protoss commanders. So let's explain what's happening there. So I think Karax has potential if you go Crusher Ground Karax with your Colossus Sentinel combination and Immortals in the mix. The only problem with that is air control might be a little suspicious. I don't know if carriers do benefit from the attack speed stim because the interceptors just attack faster. Carriers have potential, but also it's like, I don't know, maybe I underestimated it a little bit. But like I think Karax is probably like the top contender for like possibly being like above C tier. Possibly being above C tier because he's got his beam, he's got his Crusher Ground comp. So you know, I think it's just surviving to the point where you have critical mass, because like your early game is gonna struggle a lot against all of those bow commanders with their like aggressive stim, and lots of small units being spammed down. Because Karax's early game tier 1 units is literally just a zealot and a tickle beam. That's all you got. You got nothing else. So that's pretty rough. But if you can survive to the point where you get your tier 3 tech, I think it's doable. It's doable. Next we have Vorazun here. I think Vorazun's her entire playstyle is just around like being invisible and like CCing the stuff out of your opponents. But that also means her damage output is a little low. It's always been a little low, and now it's even lower compared to everything else. So in order to pull it off, I think you have to do, I'm actually not sure what you have to do. Is it invisible Void Rays? The stim doesn't, I think it does benefit the Void Rays, but you can't really see because they attack so fast already. And Void Rays are terrible against Dehaka, so it's like it's just a bit of a yikes for Vorazun this week, I think. I don't think Stalkers would do anything. They'll just get blown up by tanks. So I think you have to take to the skies, but then you're also up against like champions like Raynor in the skies, or like even Stukov is pretty good. So yeah, there's that, and Manx will just obliterate those things. So yeah, Tychus is also in the C because I think Tychus's main strength lies in the fact that his units are really tanky and they're really thick and they do a lot of damage. But if he suddenly takes a lot more damage because everything is stimmed, he is going to be at a disadvantage. Yes, Tychus units are stimmed, but also so is everything else. Most of Tychus's strongest things about Tychus come from his abilities. And those are cooldown related, so you're gonna have to micro the heck out of Tychus this week if you wanna win. So if you know your way around Tychus, I think it won't be too bad. But if you don't know your way around Tychus, like me, you might want to sit this one out. I was playing Tychus this week. And then finally, we have Artanis and Phoenix in the D tier. Artanis's wave is all about like the super thick, tanky stack up, be sort of unkillable because your units are super thick. Sort of thing, but now your units are taking huge amounts of damage, and yes, the stim is decent, but like your units don't, I don't know, they don't benefit from it as much. Well, they do, but like it's just they're expensive. So like your one immortal versus like 2.5, like two marauders and a marine. Those 2 marauders and a marine are gonna knock your immortal out before your immortal gets to like the first marauder. Maybe it'll kill the first marauder, but then like no, that's about it. But yeah, you'll have to rely on like splash damage on the ground, which will probably be Reavers, and unfortunately Reavers need to reload, which is like Lamau. So there's that. Tempest might not be too bad though. It might not be too bad, so you may just have to go spam Tempest, but I think they're getting nerfed, so that's also an oof. But you know, you'll just have to figure that part out. And then next in the D we have Phoenix. I think overall Phoenix is kind of like Karax, with some advantages and some disadvantages. Advantages is that he has a larger selection of units. Disadvantage is that he doesn't have a beam to save himself or like do a tempo swap. Adepts have short range, short attack speed. I mean, pretty high attack speed. really high attack intervals, I should say. My bad. And so the stim is going to help them out a little bit, but they're probably going to get knocked out. You probably want to actually get Caldalis with the stim. Caldalis with the stim is like a absolute madman. You might want to go with like Legionaries and then go to Colossus Carrier. I don't know. Maybe just skip the middle tier units. I don't think the Immortals are worth your time, honestly, because the Immortals are good because they're so thick. Their attack speed is like, and they don't do AoE. I think like if you want anything, get Warbringer with the stim. It's going to shred through most of the ground units. If you're up against tanks, though, probably Immortals aren't too bad, especially with Taldarin. He like puts a lot of attack damage into the unit, and then when it explodes, it just booms. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about in terms of tier list. Be sure to let me know if you think someone should be higher or lower, why or why not, and maybe there's something I missed. Maybe there's a unit that's secretly super OP with the stim and I completely overlooked it because there's so many units in the game. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, be sure to come through to the live stream if you can. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.
The tires! Let's light some fires!
Need a light. They picked the wrong fight.